Hello beautiful internet family, Dan here from DansTube.TV, and today I've got the perfect tech gift for your friends, family, or loved ones. That's implying that your friends and family aren't your loved ones. So this is the Ditoo Bluetooth speaker, and honestly, whether it's a birthday, whether it's a holiday, whether it's just you feeling generous and you want to, lift someone's spirits up, this Bluetooth speaker is the perfect tech gift on the market right now. If you're new around these parts, then you can expect brutally honest tech reviews on the channel. I've made it my mission around here to empower tech enthusiasts to unlock their creative potential with technology. And this little guy here is going to make your life a whole lot easier. It's a perfect desk companion, and it's adorable. It really is adorable, but it's built so well. That's the first thing you'll notice when you get this and you get it out of its packaging. It's just built really well, and it's got those satisfying mechanical keys. You've got a little joystick, a little kind of handle that you can navigate the menus with. You've also got the option to put in a micro SD, and on top of that, it's USB-C powered. Again, it's just a gorgeous design, and it's extremely practical. It's not just a pretty little thing, it actually has a ton of functionality. As satisfying as those button presses are, and as gorgeous as the design and hardware is, I do feel like the software takes a little bit of getting used to. It is a little bit awkward the first, let's say, handful of times that you try to navigate the menu interface. You press M and you can, go through all the different options here. You've got like clearly something paint related, you've got clearly something gaming related, you've got the settings, you've got an alarm clock, and you've got a music icon. Okay, that's cool. And then straight when you pull down on that joystick, it pulls you to the different games. And this is where it's like, well, what are these games? Like, that's a square with other squares, different colored squares. Like, what is this? I have no idea what that game is. You come along and you're like, okay, well, there's Tetris, that makes sense. And then you got Snake as well. And you're like, okay, well, I can see what those are. But a few times I'm navigating the menu and I have no idea what they're trying to tell me it is. And it's because it's so pixelated that it just becomes a little bit confusing. And that's the whole design of the speaker. I don't expect them to have a high-res graphic that shows me each interface, but just keep that in mind. It does take a little bit of getting used to when you're navigating the interface. One of the main reasons you'd be getting a portable Bluetooth speaker is probably for the speaker aspect of it, probably for the audio, to see whether it's a decent speaker and to see whether it's a good desk companion. Now, I'm gonna play one of my videos through the speaker here, just so we don't get a copyright strike, and it really does sound phenomenal. It's gonna be extremely hard to show you what the audio sounds like unless you were here sitting right next to me listening to it, but hopefully this will give you an idea of how good the audio is. Here we go, DansTube.TV, and today I've got an epic comparison between the Mavic Air 2 and the newly released Air 2S from DJI. If you're new around these parts, then you can expect brutally honest tech reviews on the channel. So there we go, and then we can pause it with this little joystick here. So that little joystick can play and pause the audio. You can then, while you're playing the audio, for example, let's turn it down a little bit with the volume keys. You can then press this sun-looking icon that's kind of like a brightness icon on computers. You tap on that, and then I can go through some different animations here. Now, the thing that's so cool about this is it looks amazing, and it just sits on your desk and adds a whole new dynamic element to your desk. It's something that's moving, it's animated, it's bright, it looks gorgeous. Like, this just looks so good on a desk. But then on top of that, there is an app that you can get on your phone to then download user-created animations and graphics. And that's where this speaker really stands out, in my opinion. It's got a whole community behind it supporting everything that goes into it. So like I said, the app has got a ton of features. You can go through design, animation, pixel coloring, DJ mixer, alarm, planner, game, and then more. And within that, there's a ton of options as well. The other thing is that you can get notifications going directly to your speaker. But the thing that I love is just going in here and seeing what other users have created, and then tapping on it and seeing it immediately pop up on the speaker itself. It honestly works seamlessly. The fact that I can just have a preview and then I can go back, I can add that to my roll of different animations if I really wanted. I can tap on this dancing sunflower. It's having a lot of fun there. But the thing that's crazy is the fact that the creative community was able to create pixel animations that actually look realistic. They have so much depth to them. To be a 2D pixel animation and to have so much character is just a testament to how talented the community is. Some of the pixel art doesn't really do it justice and it doesn't look great on the speaker, but a lot of them look phenomenal. You know, a lot of them really do have such a unique design to them. On the surface, this just looks like your everyday speaker. Yes, it looks elegant and unique, but man, when you check out this application, it unlocks so many features. There's even a mixing section where you can play around with synths and leads and drums and bass, and you can literally loop things together. Ooh, that sounds a little bit dirty, a little bit raunchy. So weird, right? Like, literally, you can do that through the application. You can then jump into design, and then you can create your own designs in the application. Like, I can literally draw whatever I want, and it will pop up on the screen as I'm drawing it. Like, yeah, that looks terrible, but I mean, that's crazy, right? Like, that creativity. I know so many people are gonna love this, and if the person you're buying this gift for is creative and loves pixel art, then this is just gonna unlock their whole creative potential right here. You then have an option through the app to create different animations. And that's kind of, again, where it takes its own form again. You can create keyframes and actually duplicate things and make it look like a moving animation. Again, something that's very unique. And you can see I just created a very basic moving animation there. I literally did that in a few seconds. Imagine if you spent like an hour, a solid hour, and you got creative with it, you could create something super unique, and that's something that you've created for yourself to have on your desk as you're playing your favorite music or podcast or audiobook. You can then also set different alarms if you want. You can then go into the planner and create different plans, daily time planner, child time planner, baby time planner, and you can add whatever you want there to plan out your day or your week. And then from there you can go into game, and that's where you can play around with some other games that are available to you. The thing that's really cool here is, you know, you can do it on the screen. You can do it with the actual keys on the speaker if you really wanted, but you can then also play it on your phone and have a bit more control as well. So I think that's really cool that they've given you a few different options there. I failed immediately on Snake because I wasn't watching, but yeah, I can press go. And very responsive, you know, I can do it from my phone or I can do it from the speaker itself. I love the fact that it's like a creative community. I know I've said that, but I think that's where the speaker stands out, and that's where a lot of competitors have just fallen flat. You know, it's a basic speaker, it's got decent audio, but that's it, you know, that's the end of it. This speaker actually has longevity. You know, people are gonna continue creating for this, it's going to continue getting more advanced and, you know, have more features throughout the time that it's available to the market. And it really does add a whole new element to the portable speaker world. Like, not many other speaker companies are doing something like this. And I think they really need to have a look at what Ditoo are doing and almost try to emulate it, because this is out on its own. You know, it's out of this world really in a unique speaker space. You can also have notifications pop up through the speaker. So they have integration with like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. And it's nice to have those notifications pop up on your desk if your phone's in the other room, for example. On top of that, I showed you some of the mini games that you can use. There are some fun ones there, and I love the fact that I can play Snake from my phone on a little speaker that's on my desk, or I can just play it directly from the speaker. That's always a nostalgic hit that gives me a good smile. And then from there as well, there are weather forecast options, which again are great to have. It's also nice to have it as a visual notification to show you, you know, what the weather's looking like for the day. You can also automatically record a voice message of up to a minute, and then it will be automatically erased after it's been played. So this is just a nice way to let your family, friends, housemates, whoever's coming home, get an immediate voice memo so that they can see what you wanted them to do when they got home. You know, do the dishwasher, cook some dinner, and then boom, it's erased, and that person can then go on and do their tasks. Also, battery life on this speaker is phenomenal. Very rarely have to charge it. The thing that I really love is that this speaker isn't trying to be something it's not. It's clearly embodying the idea that I'm a pixel art speaker with a ton of features. You know, it's not trying to put some crazy bells and whistles where it's got really high grade graphics in there. It's just pixel art with a whole community behind it and a ton of features. I love that. It's extremely practical. You can set your alarm up on here. You can set notifications up. You can do all those features I mentioned before, and it just works well. You know, it works really well. I have no issues with it. I've never had it freeze on me. I've never had it had any sort of issues interfacing from the app to the speaker. The audio quality is great. I've never had issues with the actual audio quality in general. It just seems to work well, and all different volume levels seem to sound great. I have no issues with it like peaking or sounding tinny. It's just great. You know, it's a really well-rounded desk speaker. And I think if you've got someone in your family or a friend or a loved one, someone that you want to treat, if you've got a birthday or a holiday coming up, this is the one. Honestly, this is a winner through and through. So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. I will have the links in the description to check this speaker out. But that's the end of this one. Make sure to have a great day, and peace out.